Hey everyone, it's your boy ForexShinobi back with another chart to analyze today. Today we're going to be looking at the USDcad on the 5 minute. We have a very simple chart pattern today. It's just your typical double top, a very simple chart pattern to trade. Just starting off right now, let's look at what happened yesterday, the previous day. So just looking at 9 p.m. yesterday, we see price starting to move up here, making higher highs, higher lows before it starts to explode up all the way up here. So I wouldn't necessarily have a trade bias right now at this point, but if I had to, I'd be long. But then we come all the way up to 8:45 a.m. right here, where I've labeled it top number 1. But at this point, we don't know that's the first top in our double top pattern. But all we see is this long wick for this pin bar, 6 pip pin bar, and then immediately after, we just see this sea of red candles that moves price down all the way here. Now, at this point, this might just be a minor retrace for the bulls before price continues to push up higher. But what I would like to see is a close of a candlestick above this area, above the wick right here, the high here. If price does not close above that area, then, I'm flat for now. So price starts to move up here, it gets up here, and then afterwards we see a red candlestick. Okay, so bulls struggling right now to push price up, and then we see another red candlestick right after. The third candlestick is this huge candlestick on a super high volume, and we see here that this big ass volume bar right here is just much bigger than all these small volume bars for the past couple of hours. So immediately after this, we can identify this area that I've circled right here, the red circle, as a neckline, and price broke through it cleanly on high volume. So if you were to enter here at about the 1.3100 level, it'd be an easy quick 20 pips all the way down here. Now, how do you manage this trade? How do you get 20 pips? When you're scalping the intraday charts, it's best to just stick to small amounts. Aim for 10 pips, aim for 20 pips. You don't have to go for those big winners on the intraday chart. Those big winners usually come from longer time frames, on the 4 hour, on the 1 day, on the weekly. But in this case, I'm happy with 10 pips, I'm happy with 20 pips. So when price comes down to this area, it starts to retrace a little bit, and then it starts to go back down. But then I see here this long wick, which represents buyers coming in. They see this as an attractive area to come in and to enter positions in. But we don't know for sure if buyers have control at this point. So price tries to make a low. It doesn't close below this wick. It never closes below this wick. It just continues to go up here and starts to range here, comes down here, and then sellers push it back down here. But then buyers immediately start to push it back up and break past the high here. So at that point, I'm just saying to myself, I'm thinking to myself, okay, buyers are in control. If I haven't closed at that point yet for the 20 pips, this entire thing is 20 pips right now. If I haven't closed, I'll close then. Secure the profit, secure the bag, 10 pips, easy 10 pips. But then price comes back up to the neckline here. We see another pin bar signal. Although it's not as strong as the one we saw at the top number 1, it'd still be a good trade that you could catch 10 pips off of, or at least enter in, and then you have your stop loss set above the neckline or above each of the tops, whatever you prefer, before price starts to move back down. So price starts to go back down, retraces, goes back down just at the 5 o'clock daily close. I'm still very bearish on the USDcad long term, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. It's your boy ForexShinobi. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more fire, a lot more analysis and trading ideas in the future. So check me out on my YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TradingView. I'm never going to stop trying to improve my trading ability and help you guys become better traders. So stay tuned. Peace.